In this segment, we're going to discuss the education section, as well as the optional sections of your resume. You will learn how to best structure and format your education section, learn about the various other sections of your resume, and when they should be included. These optional sections could include technical skills, training and professional development, certifications and membership, languages, voluntary and military service experience. It may be helpful to follow along with your sample resume. Let's begin with the education section of your resume. Typically, this section comes after the employment section. However, there is an exception. If you are currently a student, it could also be placed right below your professional summary towards the top on the first page. You could insert the education section here if you choose. Otherwise, it should be placed after your employment history if you are not currently a student. Depending on the length of your work experience section, this may appear on the second page as it does in the resume sample we have provided. Let's review the placement of the education section. After your professional summary if you are a student, or after your employment history if you are not. You should list the most recent education first, followed by earlier education. This is also known as reverse chronological order. Now let's discuss the layout and formatting. The format should be simple and easy to follow, such as list the college or high school name in bold at the left margin, followed immediately by the city and state where the college or high school is located. For formal degree programs, you will list the name of your school, followed by city and state. For example, Cuyahoga Community College, Cleveland, Ohio. Next, you may list your field of study. For example, pursuing Associate of Arts degree in Business Administration, as is indicated on the sample resume. You do not have to list the year completed. If a college degree is listed, it is not necessary to list your high school education. For some college, list it if it is relevant to the type of desired new job. It may give you a competitive edge. Simply having more education, even if in a different field, may give you an edge as well. Remember, if you have no formal education beyond high school, your work experience is the more important. Once completed, the education section on the resume sample reads as follows: Cuyahoga Community College, Parma, Ohio, pursuing Associate of Arts degree in Business Administration, major, accounting, GPA 3.8, expected graduation, month, and fill in the year. Now let's talk about the other optional sections of your resume. When including optional sections, it is best to remember that you should focus on things that are relevant to your job search and to the positions that you are trying to obtain. This section can be used to highlight things that will enhance your education and experience in the eyes of the employer. Let's start with technical skills. In this section, you may want to elaborate on things like IT or computer skills, machinery, hand or power tools, office equipment, software, etc., that is relevant to your job search. Think about skills that you have that may make you stand out from another candidate. If it is a critical skill, you may also consider listing it in your professional summary section on the front of the resume. Next, let's talk about training or professional development. This section should consist of classes or training taken that are related to your job search. For example, if you are seeking a management role, have you taken any supervisory, project management, or leadership training that may enhance your performance in the role in which you are seeking? Other areas to consider would be CPR, first aid, financial management, safety training, industry-specific computer skills, Six Sigma, etc. Certifications and licensures. Any certifications or licensures that you have may be very important or even required for the position that you are applying for. Be sure to list these on your resume. Memberships and associations. When listing any memberships or associations that you belong to, make sure that you are knowledgeable about the association and have been active in it, in case there are any questions that may come up later in an interview. Volunteer or community service. Anything mentioned in this area should be current and is more relevant if it is actually related to your job search. If it is not, perhaps there are some skills you have learned that would be relevant to a job that you are seeking. List any details. For example, if you held an office or position of responsibility. Do not list just a one-off experience. Note that relevant volunteer experience could be very valuable from the perspective of an employer by demonstrating that you are being proactive and involved in your desired field. For example, if you are pursuing a job in the medical profession and currently volunteer at a local hospital, this could be very beneficial. Languages. List the level of fluency for languages other than English. The example listed on the resume has it stated as follows: Basic German, reading, writing, comprehension. This demonstrates what areas of expertise you have. Military service. If you have served our country, it is important that you include this on your resume. Some employers give preference to veterans. Other areas could include any relevant awards and honors, special projects, presentations, or publications. Technical addendum, for example, expertise with computer applications, hardware, software, or programming. On the sample resume, things such as Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Outlook are listed. You now have the information you need to effectively structure and format your education section, as well as adding additional optional sections as they apply to you.